evening, racing fans. Welcome to Racing Action from Flamboro Downs for this Saturday evening, December the 31st. Our first dash will go to post in approximately 15 minutes. Let's get a look at the changes on this evening's card of racing. Note races 1 through 4 have no changes, races 1 through 4. In race number 5, high rolling, blinkers added on 5 high rolling in the fifth. Races 6 and 7 have no changes, races 6 or 7. In race number 8, number 2, MVP, the driver Jason Ryan. That is race 8. Number 2, MVP. Just note the horse's name is MVP, Jason Ryan. And the 9th race, number 1, Bump in the Road. Note there is no missing chart line. Number 2, Watch Me Dance. We'll be dancing with a new driver. A driver to be announced on 2, Watch Me Dance. And number 8, Bet I'm on the River, is scratched. Race 9, scratch 8, Bet I'm on the River. Once again, no changes, races 1 through 4. field on post parade for race 1 Rock on Harriet Paul Mackenzie for Graham Burgess. Number 2 is Cove Beach, Scott Coulter for Paul Coulter. Number 3, Maddie and Maggie, Jason Ryan for Mike White Niaski and Tara Isman. And number 4 is Compass Rose DeVee, Damian McClellan for Jacob Roberts and Steve Adams. 5 is Got Charlie, Brent Madonna for Richard Moreau and Bruno LePage. And number 6, American Land, John Flanagan for Catherine Flanagan and Winters Racing. It's a field of 6 for race number 1. Just going to look at this field, and we'll start with number 3, Maddie and Maggie. Maddie and Maggie, Jason Ryan for Mike White Niaski. Well, finally gets a better post position. Has been working from poor posts. Each of the last 4 have been outside. 8, if you look at the post positions, 8, 7, 7, and 6. Now leaves out of post 3. Has 4 wins on the year, and you do see a nice 4-race win streak before falling off. But they were tougher posts, so I think Maddie and Maggie. I like Maddie and Maggie in here, but certainly we should have a lot of respect for the 4 in this spot. But 3, Maddie and Maggie, expect a big outing from post 3, 5 to 2 on the board. Number 4, Compass Rose DeVee. Well, comes in from Rosecroft off a win of 3.5 lengths. And also is one that shows a lot of recent form. You look back a number of races, and Compass Rose DeVee was really racing well at Rosecroft and was at Mohawk before that, but had a nice tour of duty at Rosecroft, and now we'll make a start here for Jacob Roberts training. Compass Rose DeVee is 3 to 5 on the board. Damian McClellan driving. Some others, number 2, Cove Beach, is one that flashed nicely from off the pace 3 races ago, and then that race December the 10th didn't work out well at all, faded badly, but came right back with a solid one last time out. Cove Beach is the value play in here at 10 to 1. Wouldn't surprise me if Cove Beach stepped up with a big effort in this spot, and you get a good price. So number 1, Rock on Harriet, is one that shows a bit of improvement, gets it inside post again. Doesn't have a win this year, but Rock on Harriet might win one that could rock on to the superfecta ticket. Price is 5 to 1, a little bit lower than I thought it would be. Rock on Harriet, Paul Mackenzie for Graham Burgess. It is rolling for race number 1. Rock on Harriet and Cove Beach on the inside. In the center, Maddie and Maggie and Compass Rose DeVee. To the outside, Got Charlie and American Land. for race number 1 is at the starter, and they're off. And Compass rose to V with a break in stride leaving. Maddie and Maggie's going to drive out and rock on Harriet. And then it is American Land as they work their way around that first turn. But Maddie and Maggie's got the lead with American Land second. Rock on Harriet is rocking third. And now American Land has landed the lead over Maddie and Maggie. Rock on Harriet, Cove Beach racing fourth, and then got Charlie. And Compass Rose to V is trailing the field. Maddie and Maggie and Jason Ryan is going to come right back around now and reclaim the front. Maddie and Maggie, 9-5 on the boards, got the lead with American Land at 50-1 in the pocket. Rock on Harriet is third, and then Cove Beach got Charlie now, moving on the outside, and Compass Rose to V is trying to make a huge recovery after an early break, and they race off the turn. It is Maddie and Maggie and Jason ride with the front. Here comes Got Charlie, who's got second right now. American Land third. Compass Rose to V is second over fourth. Rock on Harriet fifth, and Cove Beach is trailing. 101 and 3 is the halftime, and they work their way on up to the 5/8, and it is Maddie and Maggie who's fronting the field. The advantage, though, is just about a length and a quarter. Got Charlie on the outside, now a length back, now 3/4 back. Inside third's American Land, then Compass Rose to V is fourth, and Rock on Harriet is fifth. And Cove Beach is sixth. That is Maddie and Maggie. Got Charlie to the outside, trying to wheel closer, but Maddie and Maggie now drives on and leads at a length and a half over Got Charlie. American Land is third. Then Compass Rose to V and Rock on Harriet. And Cove Beach is trailing 3/4 in 1:30 and 4. And Maddie and Maggie leads it. Maddie and Maggie got Charlie second. Now it is Maddie and Maggie stretching out the cushion to about 2.5 lengths. And American Land is reclaimed second. Got Charlie third. And then Compass Rose to V with Rock on Harriet. Maddie and Maggie's going to win. American Land second. Got Charlie third. And then fourth is between Compass Rose to V and Rock on Harriet. And note the inquiry sound will go up pertaining to that early break of number 4, Compass Rose to V. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race number 1. It's number 3, Maddie and Maggie. Jason Ryan's the winning driver. 3-year-old Sunshine Beach Brown filly owned by Tara Isman and Garrett Isman. Mike Wytnioski, the trainer. 5th win this year in lifetime for Maddie and Maggie. Fans note the judge's ruling that number 4 Compass Rose V did not violate the braking regulations. The inquiry sign will go off. The first race payouts number 3 Maddie and Maggie, 563.20, 210. Number 6 American Land, 13.90 and 710, and 5 got Charlie 260. $2 exactor, $149.80. Dollar try, $339.85. Dollar super, $1,146.30. Here is your first race. So for a finish from the top, 561,432. That's 561,432. for the second race on Parade 1, Revenue Agent, broken down for Mitchell Tierney and Triple S Equine. And number 2 is Stash. It's Jay Harris for Dan Gassian and Jim Maximo Racing. Number 3 is Atalanta Express. Anthony Hunt for Katarina Bosniak and JJ Stables. And 4 is Peter Crown, Jason Ryan for Steve Watson. Number 5, Draven Hanover, Talbot for Caitlin Graham and Steve Mihalik. And number 6, Steel Reserve, Ryan DeRoche for Francis Guillemette and Jason Albrecht. Field of 6, race number 2. Just get a look at this field for the second race, a field of 6 trotters, and we'll start with Revenue Agent. Well, final race for him to get some revenue. Last day of the racing calendar is a 14-year-old, so last start for Revenue Agent, 2 to 5 on the board, and almost got win number 47 last time out. Fired to the front from post 7, got caught late, but finished a strong second. Now from post 1, I think has to be considered the one to beat. Revenue Agent, looking for a 47th lifetime win and to put the career earnings past $475,000 lifetime. Others to look at in this dash. How about number 6, Steel Reserve? And Steel Reserve is probably the main threat to Revenue Agent, but has drawn poorly, but well, drew poorly in each of the last 3. And it does show a good start here from the trailer. Post 2 races, going to finish 3rd. The other 2 were post 8, finishing 6th, so at least gets to move in a little bit on the gate. Only 2 wins on the year, but does have 9 runner-up finishes. Steel Reserve might be on the exactor ticket with Revenue Agent, 4 to 1. Number 5, Draven Hanover. Well, the last race not good, but Draven Hanover was reasonably good here 2 races ago and drops further in class for the start. Draven Hanover with a move down. Just might be able to step up and be a pretty solid factor. 9 to 2. A number 2, Stash. Well, made an early break last race, so needs to stay flat. But you do see this one winning not that long ago at the end of November. Has 3 wins on the year, 31 wins lifetime. Stash needs to stay flat, of course. First order of business. 5 to 1 on the board. Jay Harris for Dan Gassian. Gate is rolling for the second. Revenue Agent and Stash on the inside. In the center, Atalanta Express and Peter Crown to the outside. Draven Hanover and Steel Reserve. It's a field of 6 for the second. Field for the second race. At the start of the rough, and Peter Crown's going to drive out with Draven Hanover. Revenue Agent is third along to the pylons, and then Atlantic Express and Stash and Steel Reserve is reserved early, trailing the field. Draven Hanover has come on and has got the lead. Draven Hanover and Tottenmore leads a couple of lengths, but now Revenue Agent on the outside is craving the lead and wants to take it from Draven Hanover. It is Revenue Agent and Brett McDonald now sweeping up on the outside, leads by about 3/4 of length against Raven Hanover. And third is Peter Crown. Then it is back to Stash and Atlantic Express, and Steel Reserve is trailing the field. Revenue Agent, the 4-5 favorite now, grabs the front. 29-1's the opening quarter. Raven Hanover is second. Peter Crown is third. Stash now moves to the outside. Then Atlantic Express and Steel Reserve is trailing. It is Revenue Agent as they race their way up on past the half, and Draven Hanover is rolling second. And the halftime was 1 minute and 1/5. And now Stash on the outside. And then Peter Crown's racing fourth. Atlantic Express is fifth, and Steel Reserve is back trailing still. Revenue Agent leads on into the backstretch. Stash on the outside now has come on and taken a share of second, and now grabs second alone and is in pursuit of Revenue Agent. Then Draven Hanover, Atlantic Express, and Peter Crown. And then Steel Reserve is still trailing the field. Revenue Agent trying to fend off Stash, and they stride closely together now by 3/4, 1:31-2. Revenue Agent, Stash to the outside. They're going at it. Draven Hanover third. Atlantic Express and Steel Reserve, and Peter Crown is trailing the field. Revenue Agent and Stash, they share the lead as they turn for home. Steel Reserve is sent out 3 wide down to the inside. Draven Hanover on down the stretch drive they come. And it is Stash who's got a slim lead as they come to the finish over Revenue Agent. Stash is going to win. Revenue Agent finishes second. Then third was Draven Hanover, and fourth was Atlantic Express. 2:04 flats. Back in front of us, the winner of the second, number 2, Stash. Jay Harris, the winning driver on Stash, a 10-year-old Andover Hall gelding, owned by Gemaximo Racing, trained by Dan Gassian. Fourth win this year, 32nd lifetime for Stash. The second race order of finish from the top, rather prices. Getting ahead of myself. Happy New Year. Two stash, 1294, 7280. One revenue agent, 282.10. Five to Raven Hanover, 220. $2 exactor, 36.80. Dollar try, 54.85. Dollar super, 123.40. And the double of 3 and 2, 38.30. The second race order finish from the top, 214635. That's 214635. Field for race number 3 is on parade. 1 Marrakesh, Brent McDonough for Michael Patterson. Number 2 is Baby Ruby, Paul McKenzie for Ken Oliver, and Ice Scout Racing of Pefferlaw. And number 3 is Light and Fancy, Damien McClellan for Robert Fellows, and Blair Corbeil, and Mike McAllister, and Patrick Dillon. 4 is Wiggy, Ryan DeRoche for Jody Cullen and Travis Cullen. And number 5 is Poplar Irish Rose, Jason Wright for Matt Dupuis. And number 6, Pop the Bubbly, Scott Quilliver, Stacy Laviolette, and Carolyn Gerald. Field of 6. Race number 3. Let's get a look at this field. And we'll start with number 6, Pop the Bubbly, because, well, you got to think that Pop the Bubbly on New Year's Eve would be the one to back, and this 3-year-old filly is coming in off of a pretty impressive outing from London in the trailer post, getting early interference, circling up 3 wide, and still winning by a couple of lengths. And after a pretty tardy-looking first half, came a back half in 1 minute and 2/5. Pop the Bubbly looks to make it 2 for 2, and I think has a good shot at it. 3 to 5 on the board. Scott Quilliver for Stacy Laviolette. Number 2, Baby Ruby, though. Look at last race at London. Made an early break and was 8th of the quarter. Well back. Came on to finish 2nd. A place back to 8th, but still nice closing effort. 59 in 4 back half after not doing much early. Baby Ruby, that's certainly a race to build on. Baby Ruby and Paul McKenzie, of course, needs to stay flat early. That's not something to build on. Baby Ruby certainly flashed the ability, though. 9 to 5, getting a lot of love. And number 5, Poplar Irish Rose, has shown some decent flashes here. The last race from the trailer post didn't work out as well, but Poplar Irish Rose is one that could be popular to use on the top 3. 12 to 1 on the board. And number 3, Light and Fancy, first career start. 29 and 2 final quarter maybe tips the hand that this filly may have something to offer here in a first start. Damien McClellan for Robert Fellows, 9 to 1. It's a field of 6 for race number 3. Going to post shortly. Starts the pick 4. It is rolling for race number 3. Marrakesh and Baby Ruby on the inside. In the center, Light and Fancy and Wiggy. On the outside, Poplar Irish Rose and Pop the Bubbly. It's a field of 6 for the 3rd. And they're at the the start of the rough, and Wiggy's going to leave well with Poplar Irish Rose and Pop the Bubbly. Then it is Baby Ruby and Marrakesh and Light and Fancy, and they driving around that first turn. And right now on the inside, Wiggy, but driving on is Poplar Irish Rose, and Poplar Irish Rose is trying to clear the front. Now makes the lead. Wiggy fills the pocket. Pop the Bubbly continues to drive on the outside, and Pop the Bubbly now is surging up on the outside, and Pop the Bubbly uncorks some early speed and is going to clear the front. Poplar Irish Rose is second. Wiggy third. Gap of three. Fourth is Baby Ruby. And then it is Light and Fancy and Marrakesh. And now Poplar Irish Rose wants to reclaim the lead. 28-4 is the opening quarter. And it is Poplar Irish Rose at 7-1 who's got the lead. Pop the Bubbly is racing second and Wiggy third. Then Baby Ruby, Light and Fancy. And trailing is Marrakesh. It is Poplar Irish Rose and Jason Bryan with the front. Filling the pocket, Pop the Bubbly is right close in the pocket, and Wiggy's racing third. Then position fourth is Baby Ruby. Marrakesh starts to the outside, and Light and Fancy on the inside trails the field. On into the backstretch they go, and Poplar Irish Rose leads on down the backstretch, and Pop the Bubbly is popped out right now, and Pop the Bubbly is going to come on and reclaim the lead, and now is surging out to a quick lead of a couple of lengths. And then Baby Ruby is racing second. Poplar Irish Rose on the inside is third. And then Wiggy, Marrakesh, Light and Fancy. It is Pop the Bubbly, but here comes Baby Ruby. And Baby Ruby on the outside now has moved up and taken the lead from Pop the Bubbly. 3/4, 131 and 2. And it is Baby Ruby who's striding strongly to the top of the stretch, leads it by a couple of lengths, and that margin is getting wider with every stride. It is Baby Ruby and Paul McKenzie coming on to the finish, and is going to win this one, striding away by about 5 or 6. Then it was Wiggy, Poplar Irish Rose, and Pop the Bubbly, 202 and 2. Baby Ruby. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race number 3. It's number 2, Baby Ruby. The winning drive to Paul McKenzie. 2-year-old he's watching Bay Philly, owned by ICL Racing of Pefferlaw. Ken Oliver is the trainer. Baby Ruby victorious in the third in 202 and 2. The third race payouts to Baby Ruby $4.40, $3.210. For Wiggy, $5.83.10. 5 Poplar Irish Rose, $2.80, $2 exactor, $39. Dollar Try, 60, 70. Dollar Super, 185.95. Third race, or who finished in the tops, is 615234. That's 615234. for race number 4 is on parade 1. Zephyr Sister, Ron DeRocher, Jamie Marchman, and Shelby McElraith. And number 2 is Century Isabella, Brent McDonald, Joe Pereira, and Paul Ritchie. And number 3 is Rambaron Rose, Jason Wright for Pat Rouleau and Stephanie DiPietro. And number 4 is Miss Sophia Rose, Braden Rabling for William Brown and Brenda Darrable. And number 5 is Ella Deal, Anthony Hunt for Tisha Symes and Shirley Symes. And number 6, Fox Valley Eliza, Tallamore for Russ Ellis. Field of 6, race number 4. Let's look at this field. And, well, we'll start with number 2, Century Isabella. Well, is one that's got a couple of wins on the year. And Century Isabella has been racing in this class and racing consistently well the last few starts. Century Isabella, I think, is one that has gate speed, favorable post, and should have a solid shot. This is a fairly balanced group on the inside here. Century Isabella, Brent McDonald, Joe Pereira is 5-2. Number 5, Elva Deal, is the 3-2 favorite and was a winner but placed back to second last time out inside pylons, but still strong effort by Elva Deal. And Elva Deal also was third here at the start before that, so the last couple outings pretty solid. Elva Deal, Anthony Hahn for Tisha Symes, 3-2. Number 3, Rambaron Rose. Well, you got to admire that last race. Parked every step, 3 wide at 3/4, and beaten only a length and 3/4. And that was in this class and was second at this level to start before it. So the recent form is good on Rambaron Rose. Could be in full bloom here and is dropping now to 5-2 on the board. And number 1, Zephyr Sealster. Well, this is the second start off a layoff. Is one that moves up in class but gets an inside post. Second start of the year. Had been off a while. And Zephyr Sealster is currently on the board at 6-1. Gate is rolling for race number 4. Zephyr Sealster, Century Isabella to the inside, Rambaron Rose, Miss Sophia Rose in the center. The outside, Elva Deal, Fox Valley Eliza. Field of 6, race number 4. There at the start of the rough. Elva Deal is going to spread out with Miss Sophia Rose, Rambaron Rose, and Century Isabella. Then Zephyr Sealster and Fox Valley Eliza is trailing the field. Elva Deal has got the lead. Century Isabella second, about 3 from the front. Rambaron Rose third, Miss Sophia Rose, then Zephyr Sealster, and Fox Valley Eliza is back trailing the field. They race on to the opening quarter, and it is Elva Deal who's got the lead. Advantage is about 2 lengths lengths right now over Century Isabella. Bram Baron Rose third, Miss Sophia Rose fourth, then Zephyr Sealster, and Fox Valley Eliza trails this field single file fashion past the opening quarter in 29 and 3. And Elvadil, a co-favorite, leading Century Isabella, the other favorite, as they race their way off the turn and roll towards us. And then Bram Baron Rose is racing position to third as they come up to the half. Miss Sophia Rose is fourth, and then Zephyr Sealster and Fox Valley Elijah. Still Elvadil with the lead on past the half. They go in 1 minute and 4/5, and Century Isabella tracks along from second, and Ram Baron Rose is right in behind those two third, only about 3 from the lead. And then it is back to Miss Sophia Rose and Fox Valley Eliza to the outside, and Zephyr Sealster is trailing the field. It is still Elvadil, but Century Isabella is keeping a close watch, and there goes Ram Baron Rose now. Moving up quickly on the outside, first over of a half of a minute and 4. They head up to 3/4. It's still Elvadil looking sharp on top. Ram Baron Rose is second, and Century Isabella on the inside, biding time of the pocket. And then Fox Valley Eliza on the inside, Miss Sophia Rose, and 3 wide Zephyr Sealster. It is Elvadil as they race their way towards the top of the stretch. Ram Baron Rose to the outside. Century Isabella is waiting for the passing lane. They come on down the stretch drive, and it is Elvadil. Elvadil, Century Isabella. Elvadil continues on. Elvadil will get the W. Century Isabella second, Ram Baron Rose third, then Miss Sophia Rose 2-0-1 and 2. On the board, we have a 5-2-3-4. Back in front of us, number 5, Elvadil, a 3-year-old Huntsville Bay filly. Owned by Shirley Symes, trained by Tisha Symes. The winning drive to Anthony Hahn. It's the second win this year in lifetime for Elvadil. The fourth race payouts 5 Elvadil for 83.20 and 222 Century Isabella 280 210 3 Ram Baron Rose 230 $2 exactor $16 rye $14.05 super $31.55. The fourth race order finish from the top is a 5-2-3-4-1-6. That's 5-2-3-4-1-6. for the fifth on parade. One, What I Need Is a Man, Ron DeRoche, Jody Collin, and A1 Stable. Number 2, Dad's Princess, Jay Harris for Joe Pereira. 3 is Winter Graham, Paul McKenzie for David Daniel. 4 is a Sham of Amber, Scott Coulter for Paul Coulter. 5 is High Rolling, Brett Madonna for Isaac Waxman and Tess Waxman and Carmelo Shima and Troy Lauren. And number 6, Hamak Feisty, Damian McClellan for Jacob Roberts and Steve Adams. And number 7, I'm a Cute Little Dolly, Jason Ryan for Anna Marie Colville and Mike Wade. Field of 7, race number 5. Let's get a look at this field. And fans, the 5th race, well, best bet of the night. I went with one, What I Need Is a Man, thinking it might be able to get a little bit of a price. The last couple races at Mohawk weren't great. In fact, well, if you go 3 races, they're poor. But just before that was racing well here, and overall 9 wins on the year. Is having a fine year. Inside post position, has gate speed. What I Need Is a Man could be a strong bounce back candidate. 5-2 on the board. Ryan DeRoche for Jody Cullen. Strong connections. And number 3, Winter Graham is one that was a winner here last time out in this class. Battled first up and still managed to win. You got to respect that last start. Winter Graham is 9-2 on the board. Number 4, a Sham of Amber. 5-1 on the board is one that's had a great season. Fell off form for a couple of starts and then bounced back with a third last amount. Could build on that. A Sham of Amber. Scotty Coulter for Paul Coulter is on the board at 5-1. And number 2, Dad's Princess, well, has been off 3 weeks, but was second last time out. 18 top 2 finishes and 41 starts on the year. Dad's Princess, 7-1. The one the fans are enamored with is 5, High Rolling. High Rolling is one that, well, you do see having a pretty good year and has back class and is sent out by a barn with a 400-plus training average. Brett McDonald is the driver, so High Rolling certainly is one to consider, but I don't like 3-2 on High Rolling. I'll take the 9-5 on What I Need Is a Man, although I thought I might be able to get a little bit higher, maybe 5-2, but we'll see how it settles out. What I Need Is a Man, 9-5 on the board, and the favorite is 5, High Rolling at 3-2. Gate is rolling for race number 5. What I Need Is a Man on the inside with Dad's Princess. In the center, Winter Graham, a Sham of Amber and High Rolling. To the outside, Hamak Feisty and I'm a Cute Little Dolly. It's a field of 7 for the 5th race. There at the start and they're off, and a Sham of Amber is going to bolt out. High rolling from the outside. What I need is a man and Dad's Princess. They drive it into the first turn, and right now it is a Sham of Amber who's got the lead, but High rolling Prince is going to press on the outside. And what I need is a man is on the inside third in front of Dad's Princess and Winter Graham. Trailing pair, how about Feisty and I'm a Cute Little Dolly. It is High rolling, 4 to 5 on the board. Rolls on the lead as Sham of Amber fills the pocket. And what I need is a man gets away third. Then Dad's Princess and Winter Graham. How Mac Feisty. And back to I'm a Cute Little Dolly. High rolling leads on past the opening quarter, 4 to 5 favorite. Opening panel 28 and 3, and a Sham of Amber second. Dad's Princess went off stride. What I need is a man is still racing on the inside and is third. Then Winter Graham is going to angle to the outside. And Winter Graham is looking to flush out cover, but won't get it, as now it is Winter Graham first over. What I need is a man elected to stay to the inside. Then it is back to Almac Feisty, and I'm a Cute Little Dolly, and Dad's Princess, and they work their way on into the backstretch, and it is still High Rolling leading it. High Rolling a Sham of Amber. What I need is a man's going to pop out now. Then Winter Graham, Almac Feisty, and I'm a Cute Little Dolly. It is High Rolling. Here comes What I Need is a Man on the outside, and needs to make up a length and a half. 3/4 coming up next off that 58 and 3 halftime, 127 and 4. High rolling. What I need is a man. A Sham of Amber is racing third as they roll their way to the top of the stretch. And it is High rolling trying to fend off What I Need is a Man, who's getting a little closer now. And the field turns for home. It is High rolling, rolling on a slim lead now as they come on down the stretch drive. What I Need is a Man is trying to call their High rolling. They're going to settle things deep in the stretch drive. And on the outside, What I Need is a Man on the inside. High rolling. What I Need is a Man wins it. High rolling second to Sham of Amber third, and Winter Graham fourth. 158 and 3. What I Need is a Man. Back in front of us, the winner of race 5 won. What I Need is a Man. Ryan DeRoche, Baby Shark with the winning drive. 6-year-old Mystery Chase Bay Mare, owned by A1 Stable. Jody Collins, the trainer, 10th win this year, 17th lifetime. What I Need is a Man. The fifth race page. 1, What I Need Is a Man. 560, 280, 245. High rolling, 260, 264. Shamba Vamper, 410. $2 exactor, 2080. Another try, 4140. Dollar pick five, 505, $1,049. And the dollar high five, $300.60. The fifth race order finish from the top, 1643275. That's 1643275. Field for race number 6 on parade. 1 Waikiki, Hanover J. Harris for Allen Fair and Elizabeth Fair. Number 2 is Norwegian Dad, Tyler for Caitlin Graham. And 3 Starlit Elmo, Gerard Damaris for Triple S Equine. 4 is Lucas, Brett Madonna for Richard Moreau and Peter Dallas. And 5 is Lucky Rascal, Ron Rush for Peter Brickman and Aaron Swainson Brickman. And number 6 is Dart Guy, Anthony Hunt for Francis Guillemet. Let's get a look at this field for race number 6, and we're going to start with number 3, Starlit Elmo, who is currently on the board at 11 to 1. One that, well, the last couple races have not gone well at all, but is dropping down substantially in class. And the last time we saw this one race at a level that would be similar to this was a winner. In fact, that was the class above this one. I shouldn't say similar. One class above this one, 59 and 4. Certainly the last couple races might scare you away, but Starlit Elmo, I think, could be a solid player in here to turn things back around. Notice got sick also in those last 2 races, 2 starts after being sick. Maybe things come back together here. Starlit Elmo certainly compares well here. If you're looking for a possible value play in an upsetter of Lucas, maybe you take, well, it's 10 to 1 now. I think it'll be single digits, but at least above 5 to 1, I am assuming, for Starlit Elmo. Gerard Damaris driving and training. Number 4, Lucas, is one that raced one level above this last time out. Battled first up, was good at the top of the stretch, and then tailed off. But Lucas compares very favorably in this spot. Drops a level, sent up by Richard Moreau. Getting a ton of love, though. 3 of 5 is tough to take on Lucas, one that's got 2 wins in 29 starts. Number 2, Norwegian Dad. Nice effort last time out. From the trailer post at London, Norwegian Dad raced in this class pretty solidly last race. Norwegian Dad from post position 2 has gate speed 8 to 1. There's one that just might be a decent value as well. And number 6, Dart Guy, set up by Francis Guillemet. Francis has a 300-plus training average, and Dart Guy was 3rd in this class. Last time up, Dart Guy and Anthony Hahn, 5 to 1. Fans are on number 4, Lucas. I went hunting for the upset price, and I ended up settling on 3, Starlit Elmo, off form, trying to get back rolling again. Maybe things come back together here, 8 to 1. Gate is rolling for the 6th. Waikiki Hanover, Norwegian Dad to the inside of the center. Starlit Elmo and Lucas, and to the outside, Lucky Rascal and Dart Guy. Field of 6 for race number 6. There at the start of the round, Norwegian Dad, Starlet Elmo, Lucas, and also from the outside, that's Lucky Rascal and Dart Guy. Down to the inside, it's Waikiki Hanover. Norwegian Dad's got the lead right now as they work their way on around the turn. Starlet Elmo still works on the outside, and Waikiki Hanover is now second as Starlet Elmo wants to take back and try to find a seat on the inside and is going to squeeze over to the pylons third in front of Lucas. Now Lucas is going to pop out quickly, trailing pair Lucky Rascal and Dart Guy. There goes Lucas now sprinting up with authority, and Lucas is going to drive on and get the lead. Norwegian Dad is second. Waikiki Hanover third. Then Starlet Elmo is racing position fourth, and then Lucky Rascal and Dart Guy 29-1 is that opening quarter, and Lucas at 1-9 on the board as they roll on towards us. Norwegian Dad is second, Waikiki Hanover third, Starlet Elmo is positioned fourth, and they're still all on the inside. Then the trailing pair are still Lucky Rascal and Dart Guy, and halftime was 59-4, and it is Lucas who's got the lead. Lucas, Norwegian Dad, Waikiki Hanover is racing position to third. Lucky Rascal on the outside, Starlet Elmo, and then it is Dart Guy on down the back stretch they go, and Lucas leads, and Lucas has got an advantage of a couple of lengths. Norwegian Dad is racing second, Waikiki Hanover third, then Starlet Elmo and Lucky Rascal 3/4 in 1:30, and they race their way to the top of the stretch. Lucas looking sharp like a 1-9 horse should. Norwegian Dad is second. Waikiki Hammer third, and racing fourth is Lucky Rascal. On down the stretch drive they come. Lucas is cruising. Lucas, Norwegian Dad. And then Lucky Rascal is going to call her third, and Waikiki Hanover was fourth. 2 minutes and 3/5. Back in front of us, the winner of race 6, number 4, Lucas, a 4-year-old quite easy bay gelding. Owned by Peter Dallas, trained by Richard Moreau. Brett McDonald, the winning drive. Third win this year, fourth lifetime for Lucas. The sixth race payouts for Lucas 210, 210, 210, 2 Norwegian Dad 290, 265, Lucky Rascal 270, $2 exactor 770, dollar try 1190, dollar super 42.30. The sixth race, order of finish from the top, 426135. That's 426135 on the bottom. For race number 7 on parade, 1 is Cocktail Carol, Paul McKenzie for Louis F. Timiatis and Gerald Michel. Number 2 is Watch Her Fly, Jason Ryan for Craig Bars and Norko Sokolovic. Number 3 is Watch My Honey Drip, Scott Calder for Michelle LeBlanc. And 4 is Keeping a Secret, Brett McDonough for Lyle MacArthur and Linda Wellwood and Tammy Aspen. 5, Infinity Sealster, Jay Harris for Caitlin Graham, Steve Mihailuk, and Cheryl Cherry. And number 6, This Girl Rules, Ryan DeRoche for Rafael Barassa and Mark Jelenoff. Field of 6, race number 7. An interesting dash here, this 7th race. I think there's a handful of ones that you could logically go with on top. Ended up landing on 2 Watch Her Fly, 2-1 on the board right now. Back-to-back wins, and both were in this class and did flash a bit of gate speed from the inside last time. Strong performance, really looked sharp. Watch Her Fly, Jason Ryan for Craig Bars, 2-1. Number 6, This Girl Rules, sent up by Rafael Barassa. He's got 33 winners this year on 71 starters. Just outstanding. And This Girl Rules raced from the trailer post at London last race and had a lot of work to do to finish 4th. But before that, you see some pretty fine form. In fact, the last time we saw this one here, a winner in this class, that was from post 5 and wired the field. This Girl Rules, 5-2, Ryan DeRoche for Rafael Barassa, 5-2, definite threat. Number 4, Keeping a Secret, is one that has some pretty fine ability and can step up here and is a threat to win. Keeping a Secret is one that won that autumn series here back in October. A pretty handy looking, strong earned win by 2.5 lengths in against a solid bunch. Keeping a Secret, Brett McDonald for Lyle MacArthur. Big effort from post 8 here last time out to finish 3rd. And is 2-1. Warrants a serious look. And number 3, Watch My Honey Drip. I tell you, really looked sharp last time out. The overall body of work isn't quite as impressive as the first 3, but if you're going to get Watch My Honey Drip at 12-1, it might be worth a shot because that was really impressive. Now moves up a level. You shouldn't find this field as easy as that last one, but boy, she certainly made it look easy last time out. 12-1. Gate is rolling for the 7th. Cocktail Carol, Watch Her Fly on the inside of the center. Watch My Honey Drip and Keeping a Secret. And to the outside, Infinity Sealster and This Girl Rules. Field of 7 field of 6 for race number 7. They're at the start of the round, and This Girl Rules wants to rule early. Watch My Honey Drip in the center of the track, and Cocktail Carol down to the inside. But right now, This Girl Rules is ruling by about 3. Watch My Honey Drip, Cocktail Carol, and racing forth is Watch Her Fly. Then Keeping a Secret and Infinity Sealster. This Girl Rules, and Ryan DeRoche has got the lead. Watch My Honey Drip is racing in the pocket, and Cocktail Carol is third. Then it's a gap of a couple. Watch Her Fly is watching 3 fly in front of her, and then it is back further to Keeping a Secret and Infinity Sealster, and they race on around the turn. This Girl Rules leads Watch My Honey Drip. Cocktail Carol inside third. Watch Her Flies position fourth as they come off the turn off that 28-2 opening quarter. They head up to the half, and Keeping a Secret on the outside, following second over. Infinity Sealster on the inside. Halftime 58-4. This Girl Rules leads it. Watch My Honey Drip is racing position second and is a lengthened the 3/4 back. Into the backstretch to go. Cocktail Carol third. Watch Her Fly to the outside is working fourth and now taking over third and is gaining some ground, and also on the outside Keeping a Secret. Second from last, Infinity Sealster is trailing the field, and This Girl Rules continues to rule and leads by 2 1/4. Now from the backfield, there it goes. Keeping a Secret 3 wide. Center of the track is Watch Her Fly. Down to the inside is Watch My Honey Drip. Then an Infinity Sealster and Cocktail Carol. This Girl Rules. Keeping a Secret and Watch Her Fly in pursuit, with Infinity Sealster flying late. And Watch My Honey Drip now drops back, and then Cocktail Carol. But This Girl Rules, well, yes, This Girl Rules does rule and rocks to the finish to win it. Infinity Sealster second. Cocktail Carol is going to be in a show photo with Keeping a Secret on the outside. 158-1. Back in front of us, number 6, This Girl Rules. Ryan Roche with the driving double. 3-year-old Spinfinity Bay filly. Open Mark Gelana, trained by Rafael Barraza. 5th win this year at Lifetime. This Girl Rules. seventh race payouts. Number 6, This Girl Rules. 1050, 673, 10. 5 Infinity Sealster, $6, 384. Keeping a Secret, 410. $2 Exactor, 86.10. Dollar Try, 146.75. The Dollar Super, 591.35. The seventh race, order of finish from the top. 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. That's 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. Field for race 8 on parade 1, Insanity, Anthony Hunt for Tisha Symes and Michael Goldberg. Number 2 is MVP. Yannick Martel is the driver and trainer. Number 3 is Surprise. Mark Goddard for Howard Kaufman and Joshua Kaufman and Bryn Mawr. And 4 is Dirt. Paul McKenzie for Paul Meagans and Saltwater Stable. Number 5, Run Like Hill. Brett McDonough for Francis Guillemin. And number 6 is May Farewell. Scott Calder for Richard Leroux. Field of 6, race number 8. Let's get a look at this field. 8th dash. And, well, we'll start with number 5, Run Like Hill. And right now, 3-1 on the board. If the fans went to Dirt, and Dirt is currently at 3-5. But number 5, Run Like Hill, drops out of the preferred class. This is one that battled well in a preferred class, came first up last race at London, and hung tough until deep into the mile, and has 21 top 2 finishes in 40 starts in the year. And I think Run Like Hill, dropping from the preferred class to this level, I expect this one to be pretty tough. It'll be a pretty steep hill to climb for someone, I think, in this field to take him down. Now, there's some nice horses in here that show a bit of form, but Run Like Hill is my top one, and I'm surprised is 5-2. Brett McDonough for Francis Guillemin. Number 4, Dirt, getting all the love, 3-5 on the board, and certainly one that's having a fine year. 9 wins in 32 starts. Had a 3-race win streak not that long ago, and that was against a little tougher than he would face here, with the exception of Run Like Hill. And Dirt, last time out, interference break, so not his fault. Was racing really well before that interference break. So Dirt, who's having a very, very good year and has made more than, or almost $2,000 to start. Dirt, 3-5 on the board. Number 2, MVP. Well, gets away from Rito Carlton, drops out of their preferred class to try things here. 3 races ago as a winner, and does show trotting in 56-4 at Rito Carlton, only 2 races back. And MVP, Yannick Martel, 5-1. And number 3, Surprise, is 15-1 on the board. One that raced a winner in this class 3 races ago, then tried a much tougher company the last 2, and it didn't go well at all. So now comes back to this level. Might bounce back and be able to get onto the superfected ticket, 15-1. Fans are on number 4, Dirt, 3-5 on the board. I like the better price in 5, Run Like Hill at 5-2. Gate is rolling for race number 8. Insanity, an MVP. On the center, Surprise and Dirt. To the outside, Run Like Hill, May Farewell. It's a field of 6 for the 8th race. And the field for the 8th race nearing the start. And they're off. Dirt and Insanity run like Hill and Mayfair well. Then MVP and Sorprice in the field sprints around that first turn. Insanity is crazy good early and leads it by a length and 3/4. Dirt is second. Run like Hill continues on the outside. It is looking to press on up and get the lead. MVP is racing fourth. And then Sorprice and Mayfair well. And it is Run Like Hill is going to try to come on and clear to the front of her Insanity. Run Like Hill. Brett McDonald now will clear to the lead. Insanity is second, and Dirt is on the inside third. MVP is racing fourth, then about 4 lengths back to Surprise, and trailing is Mayfair well, 28 and 2 the opening quarter. And it is Run Like Hill and Brett McDonald with the front as they come towards the half. Insanity second. Dirt is on the inside third. And MVP is racing fourth. And then it is Surprise and Mayfair well. Half of 58 and 3. 30 and 1 second panel. Run Like Hill takes them on into the backstretch and has a lead of a couple of lengths right now. Insanity, Dirt racing third. MVP is positioned fourth in front of the trailing pair of Surprise and Mayfair well. It is Run Like Hill off that 58 and 3 half, heading on towards the 3/4 with a lead of a length and 3/4. Insanity is second. Dirt has popped to the outside third as they head by 3/4, getting to that station in 1:28 and 2, and Run Like Hill has the lead. Insanity is still there in the pocket, and Dirt is racing on the outside. Third, trying to close the gap, about 2 3/4 lengths back as they turn from, and it is still Run Like Hill, Insanity, Run Like Hill and Insanity and Dirt on down the stretch route they come. Run Like Hill is going to win it and take it over Insanity by a length and 3/4. Dirt was third, and fourth was MVP, 159 and 1. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 8. It's number 5, Run Like Hill. 5-year-old Muscle Hill Bay Gelding. Brett McDonald with the driving double. Francis Guillemets, the trainer and the owner. 9th win this year, 11th lifetime. Run Like Hill. Eighth race payouts 5 Run Like Hill $4.50, 280, 210. 1 Insanity $4 210, and 4 Dirt 210, $2 exactor $12.70. Dollar try $11. Dollar Super $32.45. Eighth race, Sora finish from the top, 245316. That's 245316 on the bottom. for race 9 on parade. 1, Bump of the Road, Jay Harris from Mark Winnicott and Jim Maximo Racing. Number 2, Watch Me Dance, Anthony Hahn from Mike Pattison. 3 is Little Mary, Mark Goddard from Mike Salas. Number 4 is No Time, Scott Culver, Craig Yates, and Christina Lalonde and Alan Culver. 5, Darlin Delectra, Brent McDonough for Robert Reed and Mike Ellis. And 6, 7A, Brian DeRoche for Mark Winnicott and Jim Maximo Racing. And 7, Queen Me Again, Braden Ribling, drives and trains and owns. 8, Scratched in 9, Buena Suerte, Jason Ryan for Greg Graham and Sherry Graham and Tim Gallant. Let's get a look at this field for the 9th race. We'll start with number 4, No Time, who is the even money favorite. Raced in this class last race. A very strong performance. Got beat by a longer shot, a much longer shot. But No Time was the betting favorite, beaten just half a length. Pretty solid effort. And you'd also see the 2 previous starts here in this class were both wins. So 2 wins and a second the last 3 times out in this class. And it's a little bit better post position. That was a little tougher trip last time out. I think No Time's got to be considered the one to beat. Scott Culver, Craig Yates, even money. Number 6, 7A was solid here last time out, and that was in the class above this one. Went to the front, led a long way, got caught beaten a length and a half, but 32-second final quarter, but still a pretty strong performance. 59 and 4 mile. Same night that No Time was second. By half a length in 2:01. So 7A, you got to definitely take a look at this one. And 9-time winner on the year, in fact, is having a pretty strong performance. Drops to the bottom class. 7A right now offers the value at 7-2. Number 1, Bump in the Road, is one that, Bump in the Road. Last couple starts weren't good, but before that was fine and drops down in class. Bump in the Road, I think, is one that from an inside post has gate speed. The last time this one made the early lead, went all the way on top to win in 59 and 2. Bump in the Road, Jay Harris from Mark Winnicott, definitely a shot. 2-1. And number 5, Darlin Delectra, raced a lot better last time out. Was off form, but that was a much better start, so maybe Darlin Delectra can keep it going. Brett McDonough for Robert Reed. And Darlin Delectra is currently 13-1 on the board. Gate is rolling for the 9th. Bump in the Road, Watch Me Dance on the inside. In the center, Little Mary, No Time, Darlin Delectra to the outside, 7A and Queen Me Again. And the second tier, Buena Suerte. Field for the 9th race. At the start of the round, Siboney is going to bolt out sharply with no time. Those the first couple as they drive it into the turn. Then bump in the road is on the inside, and Little Mary. Now Little Mary is third as they race their way into the backstretch. So right now it is Siboney who's got the lead. Bump in the road is second. Little Mary third. And then driving no times fourth and fifth is Buena Suerte. And now bump in the road is going to come on and clear to the front of her Siboney. Little Mary is racing third. No time is back out. And then Buena Suerte, and back further is Darlin Delectra, and the trailing pair, Watch Me Dance and Queen Me Again, bump in the road to the opening quarter, and bump in the road, 29 and 2 opening panel, no time to the outside now, is moving up, and coming first over, Siboney sits the pocket, and then it is Buena Suerte is situated second over, and on the inside, about 3.5 from the front is Little Mary. They roll on past us with bump in the road and Jay Harris leading, and Siboney riding the pocket. No time is grinding first over. Buena Suerte is second over fourth, and Little Mary's on the inside saving some ground. And then it's back to Watch Me Dance and Darlin Delectra. And Queen Me Again is trailing the field. Bump in the road leads it still. Advantages a length and 3/4. Siboney on the inside. No time grinding closer now. And No Time has come on to take over second and trying to bear down on Bump in the Road. Off a half of 1 minute, they roll by 3/4. It is Bump in the Road and No Time and Siboney. And from the backfield, Darlin Delectra is charged up and is really flying now. 3 wide, 3/4, 129 and 4. And it is Bump in the Road. Darlin Delectra, No Time, center of the track. Siboney to the inside. And then Little Mary and Watch Me Dance on down the stretch route they come. Bump in the Road. Darlin Delectra up the inside. Siboney, but Bump in the Road continues on. Bump in the Road and Darlin Delectra. Bump in the Road wins it. Darlin Delectra was second. Then Siboney in No Time. 2 minutes and 4/5. Back in front of us, the winner of race 9. It's one Bump in the Road. Jay Harris, the winning driver. 4-year-old sports rider, Bay Mare, owned by Gemaximo Racing, trained by Mark Winnicott. 4th win this year, 5th lifetime. Bump in the Road.